Setting boundaries was a critical turning point. It wasn't easy at first, especially when the narcissist fought back, trying to regain control. But each time I said no, each time I set a firm boundary, I felt more empowered. It wasn't just about keeping them at bay, it was about reclaiming control over my own life. And with every boundary I set, I felt like I was coming home to myself. Advice for others. If you are currently in the process of healing, I want to offer you a few words of encouragement. Surround yourself with people who uplift you. Healing is never meant to be a solitary journey. There is strength in community. Find those who will support you, who will remind you of your worth, and who will walk with you as you rediscover your joy and confidence. Reclaim your joy. Remember that happiness is your birthright. It's time to reconnect with the things that bring you peace, whether that's through hobbies, nature, or spending time with loved ones. Take back your right to enjoy life fully. Set firm boundaries. This is an act of self-love. It's about taking back control over your life and your energy. Each time you set a boundary, you're telling yourself and the universe that you deserve peace, respect, and joy. Embrace your inner warrior. You've been through the fire, and you've come out stronger. You are no longer defined by the narcissist's lies or manipulations. You are defined by your resilience, your strength, and your unwavering commitment to yourself. Trust the process of healing. Healing doesn't happen overnight, but every day you are becoming more aligned with your true self. Trust that you are enough, that you deserve everything you've ever wanted, and that your future is full of endless possibilities. To anyone who's been through the pain of narcissistic abuse, you are not just a survivor, you are a warrior. Your journey has only just begun, and the best is yet to come. Keep standing in your truth, keep embracing your power, and remember that the future holds nothing but possibilities for you. You were never powerless, you just hadn't yet recognized the warrior within you. This warrior isn't born from sheer force, but is shaped by the trials, the pain, and the perseverance you've endured. It's the part of you that kept fighting when everything seemed hopeless, that held on to hope even in your darkest moments. The narcissist may have tried to diminish you, to convince you that you were weak and insignificant. But every cruel word and harmful action only sparked more power within you. Spirit was working behind the scenes, strengthening you, preparing you for the moment when you would rise, reclaim your life, and become an unstoppable force. When you finally realized that you were no longer a victim of their manipulations, but a warrior with the power to overcome any obstacle, everything changed. You found the strength to stand up for yourself, to defend your peace, and to protect your energy. You stopped seeking validation from the very person who had sought to destroy your sense of self. The narcissist no longer had the power to shape your reality or control your thoughts. Your warrior spirit, which had always been there, started to shine through in ways you never imagined. As you continue your journey, embrace the warrior you've become. Know that you are more powerful than you ever thought possible. This isn't the end of your story, it's the beginning of you stepping into your true power. Every challenge, every battle you fought, and every painful moment you endured has led you to this transformation. You are not defined by the narcissist's lies or their manipulative games. You are defined by your resilience, your strength, and your courage. Letting go is never easy. In fact, it's one of the hardest, but also most liberating things you will ever do. When you release the narcissist's hold on your life, you free yourself from the chains that bound you for so long. Every moment spent in their world was a moment where you were slowly losing yourself. But the moment you choose to let go, you choose freedom. Letting go doesn't mean you're weak. It means you are strong enough to break free from toxic patterns and unhealthy attachments that no longer serve you. Think about how hard you tried to hold onto the narcissist, how many times you sought to fix what was never meant to be fixed. You tried to make sense of the madness, to patch up the broken pieces of a relationship that was built on lies and manipulation. But no matter how much you gave, no matter how hard you tried, it was never enough. Their insatiable need for control only grew, and the more you gave, the more you lost. Letting go isn't about abandoning love, it's about abandoning the toxic connection that kept you from the life you deserve. It's about choosing yourself, choosing your peace, and choosing your happiness. By releasing the narcissist, you release the pain, the confusion, and the chaos that held you captive for so long. You reclaim your peace, your self-worth, and your ability to stand tall and proud in your truth. This act of release is the most profound form of self-love you can offer yourself. You realize, in time, that you don't need their approval or validation to feel worthy. You don't need their games, their manipulation, or their control to define your value. You are enough, just as you are. Letting go allows you to fully embrace that truth and step into a life that is authentic, full of peace, and aligned with your true self. Freedom comes when you stop carrying the emotional baggage that the narcissist tried to burden you with. When you let go, you stop being weighed down by their lies, their need to dominate, and the emotional havoc they wreaked on your life. You free yourself to build a future that is full of authenticity, joy, and love. The moment you let go, you step into a new world, a world where you get to define your worth, your happiness, and your future. The emotional wounds inflicted by a narcissist run deep. These scars may not be visible to the eye, but they affect your soul in ways that can take time to heal. Healing is a process. It requires patience, self-compassion, and an unwavering belief that you deserve to feel whole again. Every tear you shed, every painful moment, is part of that process. But remember, healing is not linear. It comes in waves, sometimes slow and steady, and other times with more intensity. The key is to trust yourself through the process, to honor your pain, and to give yourself permission to heal at your own pace. Healing doesn't happen overnight. It's a journey, a deeply personal one, but with every day that passes, you grow stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true self. You may have moments of doubt, times when the weight of the past feels overwhelming, but do not lose faith in your ability to heal. Personal reflection and thoughts. Having personally navigated the aftermath of a narcissistic relationship, I can attest to the deep pain and confusion that follows such a toxic connection. At first, I too felt powerless, questioning everything about myself and my life. It was only after years of introspection and support from a strong, loving community that I realized the power I had within me all along. Like many of us, I tried to make sense of the dysfunction, tried to fix a broken relationship, but nothing worked. It wasn't until I let go that I truly began to heal. Letting go wasn't a sign of weakness, but rather an act of self-empowerment, one that ultimately set me free. The moment I accepted that I didn't need the narcissist's approval to be whole, my entire world shifted. I began to rebuild my life with a renewed sense of self-worth, trust, and inner peace. The healing process was not immediate, but it was worth every step, every tear. I realized that my worth was never dependent on them. And for anyone reading this who is still in the midst of healing, my advice is this: let go when you're ready. But know that letting go doesn't mean giving up, it means choosing yourself. You are stronger than you know, and you are not defined by your past. You are defined by your strength, your resilience, and your unwavering commitment to heal and grow. Trust yourself, trust your journey, and know that the best is yet to come. Final thoughts and advice. If you are reading this, struggling to let go, or feeling like you don't know where to start, please hear this: you are worthy of a life free from manipulation, free from pain, and full of love and peace. Letting go is not an act of abandonment, it's an act of reclaiming your true power. Take it one step at a time, and remember you are enough. Healing from the impact of narcissistic abuse is a deeply personal journey, one that takes time, patience, and a profound commitment to self-love. The process isn't linear, and that's okay. Healing doesn't happen overnight, and it's not a race. Every step you take, no matter how small, is a victory. This is not about forgetting what happened or trying to erase the pain, but about learning from it, understanding your worth, and reclaiming your power. For so long, the narcissist's influence distorted your reality, clouding your perception of who you were. But as you heal, you rediscover the person you were before their toxic presence invaded your world. You are not broken. You are in the process of being rebuilt stronger, wiser, and more resilient than ever before. One of the most important truths I've come to realize is that healing is not a race. There is no strict timeline for recovery, and there is no right or wrong way to heal. What matters is that you are on the path to reclaiming your true self, and every step you take towards that is significant, even if it doesn't always feel like it. Each day that you wake up and continue moving forward, no matter how hard it feels, is a small victory in itself. Trust the process. Trust your strength, and trust that the storm, no matter how fierce, will eventually pass. On the other side of the pain is a version of you waiting to emerge stronger, wiser, and filled with a peace you may have thought impossible. Rediscovering trust in yourself. After years of manipulation and emotional abuse, it's completely natural to feel like you've lost trust in your own judgment. Narcissists are experts at gaslighting, which is their manipulation tactic of making you doubt your perception of reality. They distort the truth until you're questioning everything you once knew to be solid and true. But the truth is your instincts were never wrong. They were just drowned out by their lies, by their constant twisting of reality. The first step in reclaiming your power is to start rebuilding trust in yourself. Your intuition, your instincts, and your inner voice have always known the truth. The narcissist tried to drown it out, but deep inside, that voice still whispers your truth. Start by listening to that voice again, even when it feels scary or uncertain. Trusting yourself again might feel difficult at first after all. It's hard to believe in yourself when someone has spent so long convincing you that you can't. But with every decision you make that aligns with your values, you reaffirm to yourself, I trust myself. Every time you honor your feelings and instincts, you are actively rebuilding the relationship with yourself that the narcissist tried to destroy. Rebuilding trust takes time, but the more you practice it, the more natural it becomes. The more you trust your inner voice, the clearer that voice will become. And with that clarity comes the confidence to stand strong in your truth. The power of setting boundaries. One of the most empowering tools you have in this journey of healing is boundaries. Setting boundaries isn't about shutting people out, but about protecting your peace, your emotional well-being, and your sense of self. Narcissists have a way of crossing boundaries, whether by disregarding your feelings, overstepping your limits, or simply draining your energy. For so long, they likely pushed you past your limits, leaving you exhausted and emotionally drained. But learning how to set and maintain firm boundaries is an essential step in reclaiming your life. Boundaries are a form of self-respect. They are the walls you put up to safeguard your energy and protect your emotional health. They are not walls of isolation, but walls of protection that allow you to prioritize yourself and ensure that you don't allow toxic people back into your life. Setting these boundaries is an act of self-love, a declaration that you will no longer accept behavior that diminishes your worth or leaves you feeling drained. When you start setting boundaries, you may feel guilty, especially if you've been taught to put others' needs before your own. But remember, setting boundaries is not selfish, it is necessary. You are not responsible for someone else's emotions or actions, especially when they're trying to manipulate you. You are responsible for your own peace, and protecting that peace is the most loving thing you can do for yourself. The truth about healing. I can't emphasize enough that healing doesn't happen in a day. It is a gradual process, and some days will feel like progress, while others will feel like you're taking steps back. But as long as you keep moving forward, even in the smallest ways, you are on the right path. One of the hardest parts of healing from narcissistic abuse is dealing with the deep emotional wounds that run beneath the surface. These scars aren't visible to the naked eye, but they affect your soul in profound ways. Healing from them takes time, patience, and self-compassion. I've personally experienced how difficult it is to trust yourself after being manipulated for so long. There were days when I questioned everything about my decisions, even the smallest choices. But as I slowly reconnected with my inner voice and began trusting myself again, I felt a shift in my life. The more I practiced self-trust, the stronger I became, and slowly but surely the confidence I had lost began to return. You might feel a similar sense of doubt or confusion right now, but I want to remind you that you are not broken. You are a work in progress, and every day you take a step toward healing is a victory. You are in the process of reclaiming your power, your peace, and your true self. A final thought. So take your time. There's no rush. You don't have to have it all figured out today. Just keep taking small steps toward your healing, and eventually you will see how far you've come. Trust in yourself, trust in your intuition, and trust that you are worthy of all the love and peace you seek. Remember, the narcissist may have tried to distort your reality, but your truth is your own, and no one can take that from you. Healing is about rediscovering who you are without their influence. It's about reconnecting with your inner strength and learning to trust yourself again. And most importantly, it's about reclaiming your power and never allowing anyone to take it from you again. You are enough, you always have been. And with every step you take, you are moving closer to the incredible, empowered version of yourself that's always been inside. Keep going. Your peace, your happiness, and your true self are waiting for you on the other side. After surviving narcissistic abuse, reclaiming your sense of self and rebuilding your life is both an empowering and transformative process. One of the most powerful tools you have on this journey is setting boundaries. Boundaries are not about restricting others or isolating yourself, they are about protecting your peace and maintaining your emotional well-being. For far too long, the narcissist may have violated your boundaries, draining your energy and manipulating your sense of self. But now, you have the power to take control of your life and reclaim your space. When you set a boundary, you're sending a clear message to yourself and to the universe you are worthy of respect. You are worthy of peace, love, and care. Boundaries communicate that your needs matter, that your well-being comes first. They are the shield that protects your energy and prevents the narcissist, or anyone else, from intruding on your emotional resources. Setting these boundaries is an act of self-love, of taking back control from the toxic forces that try to diminish you. Over time, maintaining your boundaries will become second nature. The narcissist's manipulative tactics will lose their grip on you, and you'll find yourself in a life where you are the gatekeeper of your own energy. You hold the power to decide who gets access to your peace. As you continue this journey of healing, it's important to remain firm in your boundaries. The more you practice this, the more you will see that the narcissist's power over you is weakening. Your ability to protect your peace will be one of the strongest tools you have as you step into your newfound freedom. Reclaiming your joy. One of the cruelest impacts of narcissistic abuse is how it robs you of joy. After enduring constant manipulation, gaslighting, and emotional torment, it's easy to feel as though happiness is a distant memory, a thing of the past. But here's the truth: joy is not lost forever. It is buried deep within you, waiting to be rediscovered. Reclaiming your joy is one of the most powerful acts of healing you can undertake, and it starts with letting go of the false belief that joy has to be earned or that others can take it from you. Joy is your birthright. It is a natural part of who you are. The narcissist may have tried to extinguish it, but they cannot take away the light that is within you. Start small. Begin by reconnecting with the things that once brought you happiness, even if they feel like distant memories. Perhaps it's a favorite hobby, a quiet walk in nature, or spending time with people who genuinely care about you. Allow space for joy to return into your life. It won't happen all at once, and that's okay. Healing takes time. But as you continue to focus on setting boundaries, protecting your peace, and embracing self-love, joy will naturally find its way back. Reclaiming joy is about reconnecting with your essence, with the light that was never really extinguished, only dimmed. As you practice gratitude, self-care, and self-compassion, the more joy will flow into your life. It's not a matter of waiting for joy to return, but of allowing yourself to be open to it once more. Your happiness is yours to reclaim, and no one can take that from you. Shifting the narrative, you are the hero of your own story. For so long, the narcissist dictated the narrative of your life. They made you feel small, insignificant, and unworthy. They manipulated the story of who you were, filling it with confusion, lies, and emotional pain. But now, you have the power to rewrite your own story. You are no longer a victim, you are the victor. You are the hero of your own journey, and it's time to take back the pen. Shifting your narrative starts with changing how you see yourself. You are not defined by the narcissist's treatment of you. The words they used, the lies they told, the pain they caused, those things are not your truth. You are not their victim. You are a survivor, a warrior who has learned valuable lessons along the way. These lessons, though difficult, have made you stronger and more resilient. As you shift your perspective, start seeing yourself not as someone who was broken or wronged, but as someone who overcame. The narcissist may have tried to destroy you, but instead they only made you stronger. You are now someone who knows their worth, who understands the power of self-love, and who will never allow another person to diminish their light again. The power of self-compassion. Healing from narcissistic abuse requires more than just setting boundaries or distancing yourself from toxic people. It requires deep self-compassion. After everything the narcissist has done, after the emotional torment, the lies, the confusion, it's easy to feel like you somehow failed or were weak. But the truth is, you have not failed. Surviving narcissistic abuse is not a sign of weakness, it is a testament to your strength. You are a warrior. The very fact that you are on this healing journey shows how resilient you are. Be compassionate with yourself. Understand that healing takes time. There will be days when you feel like you're not making progress, but remember that healing is not a linear process. It's okay to have setbacks. What matters is that you keep moving forward, even if it's just one small step at a time. You deserve compassion, understanding, and love, especially from yourself. My personal thoughts and advice. As I reflect on this journey, I can't help but be reminded of the immense power that lies within each of us to heal. Narcissistic abuse leaves scars that are often invisible to others, but they are very real, and the process of healing is not easy. However, it is one of the most transformative experiences you can go through. What I've learned through my own healing journey is that boundaries are the first step toward reclaiming your life. Self-compassion is the next. And then, rewriting your story with confidence and pride becomes the most empowering part of the process. The narcissist's influence will no longer have the power to dictate your life, because you are in charge now. Your story is yours to write, and you can fill the pages with strength, resilience, and hope. If you are still in the process of healing, know that it's okay to take your time. Healing doesn't follow a straight path. But with each boundary you set, each joyful moment you reclaim, and each step you take towards self-love, you are building a new, powerful life, one where you are the author and the hero. Final thoughts: keep moving forward. Trust yourself. Trust the process. The journey ahead is filled with endless possibilities, and you are more than capable of stepping into a life filled with peace, joy, and love. You are worthy of all of it. The narcissist may have tried to break you, but you are unbreakable. Keep moving forward, the best is yet to come. Healing from narcissistic abuse, embrace your true self. You have endured, and you have survived. That in itself is a testament to your strength. Now, the next chapter of your journey begins healing. True healing starts with one powerful, often overlooked act: recognizing your worth. It's about showing yourself the same kindness, compassion, and understanding that you would offer to a dear friend in need. Self-compassion is the key to breaking free from the emotional chains the narcissist tried to bind you with. Self-compassion is not about ignoring your flaws or brushing aside the pain of the past. It's about acknowledging the difficult circumstances you were in, forgiving yourself for the things you couldn't control, and accepting that you did the best you could at the time. It's about offering yourself grace and understanding, not self-blame or judgment. When you practice self-compassion, you give yourself permission to heal from the inside out. By letting go of guilt and shame, you allow space for healing to take root. Every time you treat yourself with kindness, you take another step toward the emotional freedom you deserve. Healing is not about perfection, but about progress. You will stumble, you will have moments of doubt, but you are worthy of love and respect, no matter what the narcissist tried to make you believe. In moments of doubt, remind yourself of your strength. The narcissist may have tried to convince you that you weren't enough, but the truth is, you are deserving of happiness, peace, and healing. When you offer yourself compassion, you're opening the door to emotional healing, and you'll find that the more you accept and forgive yourself, the more the emotional fog of abuse will lift. The power of clarity. For so long, you were caught in the narcissist's world of confusion and deceit. They twisted the truth, created fog, and made it impossible to trust your own reality. They were skilled at manipulating your perception, making you question your feelings and your worth. But now that you're breaking free from their grip, clarity is slowly but surely starting to emerge. At first, the confusion was overwhelming. You questioned everything: your reality, your feelings, even your very sense of self. But as you peel away the layers of deception, the truth begins to shine through like a beacon. It may have been hard to trust yourself in the beginning, but now you can see clearly that the narcissist's lies were nothing more than smokescreens, designed to keep you under their control. Clarity is freedom. As you stop second-guessing yourself and start trusting your own intuition, the fog lifts. You begin to recognize the narcissist's tactics for what they truly were: manipulation and control. And with this newfound clarity, you start to see the truth about who you are and what you deserve. This clarity is liberating. It frees you from the mental and emotional prison the narcissist created, allowing you to move forward with confidence and peace. You now have the power to choose your path, knowing that the truth is on your side. Reconnecting with your authentic self. After years of manipulation and gaslighting, it's easy to forget who you truly are. The narcissist worked tirelessly to mold you into someone you weren't, to make you doubt your instincts, your desires, and even your dreams. But now it's time to reclaim your authentic self, the person you were always meant to be, untainted by their influence. Living authentically is about rediscovering the person you were before the narcissist's lies began to distort your perception of yourself. It's about embracing your uniqueness and recognizing that you do not need to change for anyone, least of all, the narcissist. You are perfect as you are, with all your strengths and imperfections. Living authentically means accepting every part of yourself, even the parts you're still learning to love. It's about freeing yourself from the fear of judgment and stepping into your truth without apology. When you live authentically, you make choices that are aligned with your values and your purpose, not someone else's agenda. Your authentic self knows what you need, what you want, and what you deserve. And when you start living from this place of self-trust, you invite joy, fulfillment, and peace into your life. No more hiding, no more pretending. The world deserves to see the real you, the person who has emerged from the ashes of narcissistic abuse, stronger, wiser, and more empowered than ever. Embrace your power. Reclaiming your life from a narcissist is no easy feat, but it is possible. You may have lost parts of yourself along the way, but in the process of healing, you are rebuilding and rediscovering the person you were always meant to be. Self-compassion, clarity, and authenticity are the keys that will unlock the door to the life you deserve. As you move forward, I encourage you to hold on to the truth that you are worthy of love, respect, and happiness. The narcissist's lies no longer have any power over you, and the freedom to live life on your own terms is yours to claim. Let go of the guilt, the shame, and the self-doubt. You've survived the storm, and now it's time to step into the sunlight. You are a force to be reckoned with, and the world is waiting to see the powerful, authentic version of yourself that you are becoming. Healing is not linear, and there will be days when you question yourself. But know this: the journey you are on is one of immense transformation. Each step, no matter how small, is a victory. Trust yourself, trust the process, and embrace the beautiful, powerful, authentic person that you are. Your best days are ahead of you, and they are filled with peace, love, and joy.